crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator. Ah, come on, look, because I always went the farthest end of the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon, it was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I am your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out there doing this morning? How are you all doing? It's good to see you. Mark the Infinitely Tired is here. Project Cambrian Day Bob, the Rooster Day Bob. Keely Chow, what is up, my brother? How are you doing? Pat S. Nighthawk. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches is here. The angriest wrench in Valhalla is here. Penny. Good morning, Penny. It is good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Let us know. Mocking Draws is here. What is up? What is up? Project Storytime. Wrench of the East. I can smell bacon, but I don't see Her Majesty, the Queen of Bacon. I didn't either. But maybe she's here somewhere or listening in the background or something. I don't know. But we're going to kick this thing off. It's not really. I'm sure some of you saw the thingy up this morning. I wasn't really thinking of Tomb Raider, but we'll get to that too, because God help us. It's not. Yeah. Of course, Lara Croft would have been a dude. Larry, what's up? Larry, how are you doing? Good morning. The man's so great. You got to say his name twice. The man's so nice. You say his name twice. Is that it? Yeah, I think it is. The thingy. Yeah, the thingy, Tim Hayes. As in thingies? No, as in the Yeah, I can't think this morning. My brain's not engaged yet. So it's not completely engaged yet. Yeah. No, I was like looking around, like, what are we going to talk about this morning? And this article popped up in my feed, and I was like, huh, maybe someone gets it. This is over at Bounding into Comics. It's Spencer Bakuli. Why is that thing going off? It's by Spencer Bakuli. It was written yesterday, or was put up yesterday anyway. Seems that audiences are not the only ones who have grown tired of being treated like children. This veteran film director, Steven Spielberg, has voiced his staunch opposition to Hollywood's penchant for updating its past works for modern audiences. Nude Raider was always my favorite version. It was nice. It was a nice version. I liked it. I liked it, chum. I do. Let's see. Okay, why is it like stuck? It's so weird. Tell you what, I want to leave that. How weird is that? Oh my God, now it's taking me to an ad page. This is why I stay outbound in the comics now. The Fableman's director shared his opinion on the increasingly, and it moved again, common phenomena during a recent appearance at the Time 100 Summit, an event meant to celebrate the publication's centennial by hosting leaders from the global Time 100 community spotlight solutions. And there it goes again. Why is it doing that? Encourage action toward a better world as we look ahead to the next century. Speaking at length about his approach to filmmaking, Spielberg was at one point asked by moderator and former Time editor-in-chief Edward Balsenthal, I guess that's how you say your name. Correct me if I'm wrong there, buddy. If there are films you would edit looking back at them, is there something you would have done differently, particularly in the light of his notorious decision to digitally replace beguns held by government agents chasing Elliot and his alien friend with walkie-talkies in the 2002 20th anniversary re-release of E.T. the Terrestrial, to which the director quickly admitted that was a mistake. I never should have done that. E.T. is a product of its era. No film should be revised based on the lenses we are now are either voluntarily or forced to peer through. I'm sorry if I'm yelling, but the stupid ad is going nuts. It's showing freaking. E.T. was a film that I was sensitive to the fact that the federal agents were approaching kids with firearms exposed. And I thought I would change the guns into walkie-talkies. But that was because years went by and I changed my own views. He explained I should have never messed with the archives of my own work. And I don't recommend anyone else do that. All our movies are a kind of signpost of where we were when we made them, what the world was like, and what the world was receiving when we got those stories out there. So I really regret having done that. Informed by Falsenthal that censors were taking certain language out of Ron Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Spielberg was then pressed on whether he thought all art should avoid trying to retroactively apply today's standards to yesterday's work. Prompting the Ready Player One helmsman to explain, nobody should ever attempt to take the chocolate out of Willy Wonka, ever, or the vanilla, or any other flavor out of anything that has ever been written. It is absolutely, for me, it is sacrosanct. It's our history, our culture, our cultural heritage, warts and all. I do not believe in censorship. This is the first time, it's not the first time Spielberg has expressed regret, as now infamous T edits, yada, yada, yada. Okay. They're censoring books now, rewriting them. Larry, I am very surprised that he would go out there and say this. This has been their way. This has been the way. It's been their way. Dave Bob says if you change history, you have no past. That's absolutely true. But they considered that the way. Rewrite history to conform to their own narrative, their own truth. Remember my truth? This is history rewritten to back up their truth, where they change things to conform to the way they want them to be. Imagine you don't have to learn your lesson. You don't have to go, yeah, we did that and it was a mistake. You can just go, that's not the way I remember it, and change it and make it into something else. That's all you have to do. You never have to take responsibility for your actions. You never have to take responsibility for what you put in there. You never have to practice what you preach. You never have to worry about practicing what you preach. And Tim Hayes, I'm not saying Spielberg's like a genius. I'm just saying he at least gets the idea that you don't go back and you don't change stories. You don't change the products of their time. You don't go back and you don't change E.T. You don't go back and you don't change Han Solo shooting first. Oh, well, I never really envisioned. Yeah, you did. You thought he was kick-ass and you were living vicariously through the character. Don't give me shit, George Lucas. Don't feed me bullshit.
Well, I never really wanted him to be like a killer.
Yeah, you did. You thought it was badass. Han shot first, and you know he did. Yeah, I bet you have. Pew. You were like, yeah, this is gonna really be badass. It's a laser gunfight in a cantina. Hey, come on now, Loki. Changing the work of the original author always makes it better. Look at Rings of Power. Oh, right. You know what's funny? They were showing an ad for that wouldn't stop like playing loudly while I was reading that article. They're exactly that. I was like, why the hell am I abounding in comics and it's playing an ad for Rings of Power? And hell yeah, Snorts. I'd shoot first. Han shoots first, no matter what Guido did. You damn right I'd shoot first. Shoot first, ask questions later. He's probably worried these commies are going to change Schindler's List after he dies. He should be. They probably will. They can edit whatever they want to. They can change whatever they want to. Han didn't shoot first. His was the only shot. It adds to his character arc. Yeah, Guido wanted to take him prisoner. So Guido had it coming. Do paputo solo? Yes, Guido. I was just going to meet your boss. Tell Jabba I've got the money. Tadu do pinchi. Ho ho ho. Aye. God, I love that. Okay, enough. Yeah. Imagine. I mean, we don't have to imagine because they're doing it. They're already doing it with books. So you've got a company, and this is the $1 billion business, ladies and gentlemen. This is the $1 billion business these people have. You've got a company that does nothing but go in and strong arm other companies to let them rewrite their work and bring it up to modern day standards. Have a book that's a legendary book that you've got to have that has to be brought up to modern day standards. These people come in and they strong arm you. These groups come in and they say, look, this book, we just had one of our sensitivity readers read it. We understand it's 60 years old. However, we also know that it has this, it talks about fat people. It talks about this. It makes fun of whatever, homosexuality, yada yada yada. You have to completely rewrite this. But and you can imagine a publisher's in there, but it doesn't have any of that in it. Oh, yes, it does. You see, this is an allegory for this, and this is substituted for this. It's all there. It's all there in black and white. We've done our research, and we know that this and this and this connect to this, and this is actually a stand-in for this type of sexuality, and you're making fun here. You're making fun of the LGBTQ, and once they find out, and they will find out, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So you might as well let our team come in and bring it up to modern day audience standards. We need to rewrite this, and this before you can start publishing it again. Imagine that. God, and imagine the balls. Imagine the balls that lady has to have, and I'm sure the lady does have balls. I'm sure she has a set on her of just going in to a publishing house and just saying, you're going to pay us. You're going to pay us hundreds of thousands of dollars to go over your work and rewrite it for you. And look, it's already done because we've already done the work. We've already had one of our sensitivity readers read your book. We're going to do this. And then we're going to go through a second phase. So we're going to give you the corrections you need to make right now. And you're going to pay us. You're going to pay this person for the work they spent reading. And then we're going to bring on 5 more sensitivity readers, and they're going to read through that book. And you're going to pay them, and you're going to pay us, the company, for letting our sensitivity readers read your book. And then we're going to bring in 10 more. So you're going to have a total of 16 sensitivity readers that you're paying anywhere from $50 to $100 an hour to read your books, plus paying us for letting you have our very talented people on staff for the moment before they come back and work for us again. You're going to pay them and us for lending them to you. And then we're going to go over all your other books. I mean, imagine that. And you're going to do it. Otherwise, the LGBTQ plus community could find out that you're an Istan Obaniati, and you wouldn't want that. You need to bring all of your products up to modern day standards. I mean, imagine the balls on the lady that went in there and did that. She's got to have a set of big balls. We've got the biggest balls of them all. I mean, imagine that. Imagine that. And that's what it is. Pops. What's up, Pops? It's a shakedown. It's a shakedown. That's what it is. It's all it is. It's a shakedown. It's $1 billion business. You know, back in, what was it? Back in 2017, 2016, 2017. The LGBTQ plus label was brought up to, I think it was like a multi-billion-dollar business. That's what the United States government called it. Makes sense that they'd be trying to pander to it. LGBTQ plus multi-billion-dollar business. Oh no, Walter, no, I absolutely agree with you. They use this. All they're doing is using it. They're using the community and they're using the letters as a scare tactic. It's a scare tactic and it's a threat. Don't do what we want you to, and we'll sick all these people on you. We'll call you Sinobes and Yahtzees. We'll say you're living in a bygone era that hates the LGBTQ plus community. You see, everybody's running scared because they've been told this is a multi-billion-dollar business that's never going to go away. It's a multi-billion-dollar business that's never going to go away. And it's got a huge amount of support thrown into it because everyone's frightened. Everyone's scared. Oh my God, don't make them angry. Oh my God, don't let them come after you. Oh my God, do whatever they want. If you want your business to be intact, do whatever they want. You can get canceled at any time. We can get rid of you at any time. We can fire you at any time. You can lose your business at any time. Unless you do what they want. Unless you do what they want. An entertainment hacker, what's up, brother? Throws up 100 yen. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, brother. Good to see you. That's what they want. They want you gone. They want you gone. And this one, I'm going to throw this one up just for you, E-Hacker. Score!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. Thank you, brother. Hopefully a Dega wife isn't lurking around here. Yes. Yes. Holy shit. E-Hacker, E-Hacker, and Adega were on the other day, and Adega's E-Hacker John was completely convinced that Adega's wife was trying to derail his live stream. It's pretty fun. A whole dollar. That's right. A whole dollar. Take your hat off, boy. It's a whole dollar. Life can take away your business any day. Screw them. You need to live in fear, though. This is the live in fear days. Live in fear of being canceled. Live in fear of the corporations taking everything you have. Live in fear. You know what's funny? I was playing guitar last night, which I haven't done in forever. And I was talking to Eris. And we got into what we were talking about. Something about I think I played the opening to 21 Guns, and she was like, Green Day overrated. And I was like, they got shit thrown at them at Woodstock. And the second Woodstock, not the first one. She goes, who cares about Woodstock? I said, it was a big thing then. That first one, anyway. Do you remember when Woodstock went corporate and they literally burned it fucking down? Does anybody remember that? When they had Nintendos and there were a shit ton of kids there, and they had the clear Pepsi disaster, and it was the Crystal Pepsi or whatever. Green Day is overrated. Yes, I agree. But they burned fucking down Woodstock. Like fires in the night burned it down. Why? Because it went corporate. That's what used to happen when shit went too corporate. Yep, same with Lollapalooza. Mark, infinitely tired. Shit ton of kids, Green Day and Crystal Pepsi. Yeah, I'd burned it down too. Burn it all down. But they practically worship these corporations today. The corporations like Disney have found a way to key in on what these subgroups want, what they think they need. And you've got 1,000,001 fucking Karens out there going, oh my God, Disney's so sensitive to the needs of these people. Disney doesn't give a fuck about you or your people, lady. All they care about is making a buck. That's all they care about, is making a damn buck. They don't care about you. They don't give a crap about your cause. They never have. All they care about is making money. That's it.
Well, Loki, 8 million people will go through the gates of Disney World this year.
Maybe it's time to bring that down a little bit. Maybe don't go. I'm not going. I don't know about y'all. I sure as shit am not going. They're not getting my money. Not now. Not ever again. Not ever again. Budweiser is getting schooled. Now they're sending gifts to party members, political party members, because they want things to calm down. They want things to calm down. AB has been turned upside down because they want to pander to a chick with a dick. I'll just come out and say it. That's what they want to pander to. That's fine. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. But when you get turned upside down and you're like, you know what? All these people don't want to buy your product anymore. Don't be surprised. And don't bitch and moan. That's what you want to do. That's fine. You go ahead and do that. Reap the whirlwind when you do. Why do I say that? But look, you're being so mean. You're being so mean to the LGBTQ community. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because that's exactly what we would say. Oh yeah. It's scissor and sausage. Scissor and sausage, Pop. Scissor and sausage. Yeah, I know. Only guys with tits. Yeah, I get it. Or no, yeah. Just guys with tits. So what are we supposed to do? Let them burn it down. Still, dude. Yes. What are we supposed to do? Let them sink themselves. Let them sink themselves. I'm tired of this game. I really am. I really am. Let them do it to themselves. Disney right now, it's covering its bets with money from other companies that it owns. They're covering up their failures. And they can't keep doing that. You can't play a shell game and keep moving where the shell is. You can't do that. And that's what they've been doing to cover their losses. Guess what? Solo lost money. Solo lost money. Captain Marvel didn't do nearly as well as they try and make it out to be. We know. We've seen it. Loki, they're pandering to a fraud just because they're at the top of the victimhood food chain doesn't excuse the fact they're blatant bullying. It's absolutely right. They're pushing people around and they're pushing corporations around and they're pushing companies around because they want to run everything. They want to decide what's right and what's wrong. They want to decide what you can and can't have in your book, and they want to revise history to suit their needs and their liking. That's what they want. To push you around to the point that they can get away and do with whatever they like. History can conform itself to the way they want because they want to be a winner. What have they won? What have they won? Did they win the freedom to be who they are? Sure they did. They can be whoever the hell they want to be. But that didn't happen in the last couple of years. It happened a long time ago. No one cares what you want to be. Just be it. You're not any different. But see, that's the thing. That's the cheat. That's the grand lie. They have to be better. And they have to be special. And they have to be a victim in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, they lose their attention and they lose their ability to get what they want when they want it. They can't stomp their feet and cry like little bitches and get what they want. And that includes children. Thank you for saying that, Larry. Leave the fucking kids alone. They can't seem to do that either, can they? Thank you so much, Mahogany Draws, for that $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother. Skull!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Damn straight. Project Storytime. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you for being a wrench here. Thank you for your time. Take care, brother. Have a good one. Have a good day. Right there. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. It's that simple. It's that simple. Leave the kids alone. Leave entertainment alone. Leave the books alone. You don't need to change a book to conform to your need of control and your need for censorship. We used to fight against this. God, we used to fight against this. There's another conversation I had last night with Eris. Remember when they were censoring everything? Censored for radio broadcast. Music that was censored for radio, and we used to fight against it. Oh, come on, man. They don't even say anything really bad in that song. You can play it. But no, it's beeped out every other word. Mahogany Drops with another $5 super chat. I brought this up yesterday. This isn't about helping their cause. This is about power and control. That's right. That's right. It's not about helping anyone's cause anymore. It's about power and control and making you conform to their will and their wants and their needs. Who needs to do a strip show in front of a kid? Do you see anyone else wanting to do a strip show in front of a group of first and second graders? Anyone? Do you know anyone who's ever wanted to do a strip show in front of a group of first and second graders? No. Do you think this will ever go away? Yes. Happy Dinosaur AK, I do. But it will be replaced with something else. Why? Because they have gotten so far on fear that they're going to believe this is the ultimate way to cash in. They did the same thing with the pandemic. Hate to say it, they did. They cashed in. They found ways to cash in. New companies were created. Old ones shot through the roof. Companies got through billion-dollar deals all because of that one little thing. Some companies fell, some companies rose, but it was all driven by fear. Thank you again, Mac, for that $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother. Skull! Kick there at the end. I actually didn't mean to do that when I recorded that. I was just like, yeah, I'll leave it with a little kick. How do you like them apples? DMX ended racism back in 99 when he got 10,000 white people to chant the N-word in unison. God help us all. Remember back in the early days when they wanted to edit movies for broadcast and bleep the wrong word. I will not comply ever. Thank you, Canadian Spider-Man. I won't either. Can we just ban non-teachers from reading to kids? If I have to all sort of documents on file to pick up my own kid, then they can't just bring in who they want. You would think. You would think you have to have all your documents in order to pick up a kid. It must have been when you had your grandbabies. I get that. True story, teachers couldn't talk about their religion and structure, but it's okay to talk about the boinkiness instead of teaching them a basic understanding of history, math, and geography. Does anybody remember when it was like, yeah, you can't say God in the Pledge of Allegiance. You can't say any of this. You have to completely separate religion and this from school. Remember how everybody went crazy? All the parents went crazy about that. And now this is where you're at. This is where you're at. And guess what? It's kind of like a religion, isn't it? Dean Krantz with $20 super chat. Good morning, my friend. Thank you. He says Disney was a leader in Americana during the 20th century. Now their management has actively rejected that and embraced the ideas of censorship and destruction. Let Disney fail and be restructured. They have lost us. They haven't just lost us, Dean. They've lost themselves. I remember the story. I think his name was Phil. He was the gate. He did gardening outside of the Anaheim Disney, the original Disneyland. He did gardening. He opened the door for Walt in the morning. And Walt Disney would come in every morning and he'd say, he'd be like, Phil, good morning, Phil. How's your wife, Janine? How are the kids? Timmy and Maggie. I don't know the guy's real kids' names. Sue me. And he'd talk to him for a minute every single morning. Make sure he was doing okay. Make sure he was making the kind of pay he needed to make to take care of his family. Name me one CEO in the United States. Name me one owner of a huge business like that in the United States that does anything like that. Name me one. You can't. Because they don't exist anymore. They do not exist. What we had then is not what we have now. Everyone has an agenda and everyone wants something. It doesn't matter. Do you know what Bob Iger? I want to tell you something. This is on the books at Disney. This is if you go to their executive page that talks about how much money these people make and what kind of deals they have. Bob Iger makes a salary, and at the end of the year, he gets a bonus for 20 times that salary. So if Bob makes $20 million in a year, take that and times that by 20. And that's the bonus he gets at the end of the year. Do you know what the average employee of Disney gets as a bonus? $1,000 at the end of the year. Just the average every day, and you have to work there for a year before you can make that. You have to work there for a year before you get that. That means if you come in June or July, you have to wait till next year. You have to work there for an entire year before you're eligible to get your bonus, your yearly bonus. That's normal in most companies. But when the executive at the top makes 20 times their salary, that's crazy. Thank you, Dean, for that $20 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Ball Hall, and this one is just for you, Dean. Skol!
Long live the fighters!
All you have to do is say, we're not going to take this shit. A whole year's worth of busting my ass for $100 gift card to Walmart. Snow Dub. That's what you get. That's what you get. How long you been working for him, Snow? How long have you been working for him? I can't wait to see this. I can't wait. How long you been working for him? I can guess. 20 years? 20 years? Been working for him? How long? They shit on you like that. Over 3 years with this company. 3 years. That's crap. That's absolute crap. Been painting for 26 years. 26 years of experience. And he gets a $100 gift card to Walmart. $100 gift card could go a long way to fixing El Perro de Rivera's eye. I could see that. But it's not going to do much to put food on your plate. It's not going to do too much to put food in your kid's mouth. It's not going to go that far in helping out with Christmas. Is it? Well, a CEO of a company gets 200 times their yearly salary. 200 times what they made for the year. Not the month, the year. And these are the people that they're defending. These are the people that they're fighting for, right? Because, oh my God, they protect us and shelter us from evil. No one does that but you. No one does that but the people that are there standing with you. Why is Valhalla so strong? Because we fight together in a shield wall. We stand side by side, shoulder to shoulder against this bullshit. And I wouldn't do it with anyone else ever. We're stronger together than we ever were apart. El Perro gives better bonuses in his Antifa gang. Snowed up. God help us. Fight for a better world. No one ever said they couldn't be who they wanted to be. If you want to have fucking antlers and prance around your front yard like you're a fucking deer, oh my God, go do that. That's what you want to do? By all means, go do that. But when you start messing with kids, when you start telling everyone you have to watch this or you're an Istan Obniati, well, that's when I have issues. That's when I have issues. When you start saying you're going to teach our children about sex and drugs and all this shit. You're going to teach them that, oh, well, you're this. Oh, well, you can have sex with a toaster. Oh, well, you can do this. Antlers are an option? Well, next week on Talk Hard. No. No Disney, no other company is going to start teaching our kids how they need to be. I heard if you're a man but pretend to be a girl, you can get promoted by Bud Light, Tampax, and meet the president. Anything is possible. You can win at swimming too. Just act like you're a chick. Just act like you're a chick and you can be a gold medal winner. That's coming soon. Don't think it's not. Right now, they're all aflutter and they're all fighting for the Olympics. And see, this is what I don't get. Why not just have your own division? Just have your own division. If you want to put on a one piece and say you're a chick and swim in the Olympics, why not just have their own division? What's wrong with that? Oh, but they want to compete with girls. Do you understand? Because it's not just the Dylan Mulvaney thing, okay? Do you understand the difference in biology? Do you understand the difference when you're swimming, what your gait is when you're going arm over arm? All you have to do is look at the height difference. How often do you get like a 6'4" chick? How often does that happen? Not very fucking often. And usually they're awkward. They're awkward. They're not really, well, I'm built for this kind of sport. But a guy, it's a different story. Loki, that swimmer, decided he's going to transition back to being a guy while not having had any surgery or taking any HRT. Of course not. Of course not. Why? Because they've made themselves famous. They've gotten the attention they need. They've received the attention they need. They've gotten what they wanted. So what is this taught anyone? Well, it's taught people to use this to take advantage of a system that's going to kiss your ass as soon as you come out and say, I'm this. Oh my God, isn't it sweet? Isn't it special? And then they go back to being the way they were after they got what they wanted, and they're done wearing a wig. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing how, I've always felt like a flower. I've always felt like a flower with the most sensitive petals. And then they get what they want. And it's, you know what? I think I was wrong. I think I'm going to go back to being manly. I'm going to get the hair back on my chest and start shaving my chest. And I'm going to go back to being a dude. Isn't it stunning and brave? And then they'll be hailed for finding their true self. And they'll have praise heaped on them for finding their true self and being true to oneself. Isn't it magical? Isn't it magical? Where's the pixie fucking fairy sausage dust from the back tube? That's what I need right now. Is the pixie sausage dust. Dean Krantz says, I asked why public education. The answer was kids need social skills. If that is the case, then fire teachers just have the kids in a herd. That will socialize them. The devil is running rampant and laughing his ass off. End of days. The devil's always been the corporations, the big corporations. But isn't it funny how when there was all these mom and pops stuff, when there was all of this, mom and pop stores and, the Debbie from down the road runs the local drive-in. Everyone knew each other. And there was this huge sense of community. And that kept everything in line. It wasn't necessarily the police or the law. I mean, yeah, every once in a while something would happen. You'd have your fight at the local tavern or whatever the hell was going on. But 9 times out of 10, the community structured itself. And we are the furthest away from that now. I think, than we've ever been. Because now corporations are structuring what you can like, what you have to dislike, what is appropriate, and what is not. And that appropriateness is issued over to our entertainment. Everything must be future-proof today, including our past entertainment. Any changes that are made are for the benefit of you and your children in the future. They don't want you having any children. They don't want you procreating. You procreating is bad. This demographic over here propagating is good. This is good over here. You not so good. Why? Because you're the wrong skin color. Isn't that a bitch? Isn't that a bitch? You know, it makes me remember Longshanks from Snow will get a kick out of this. Longshanks from Braveheart. If we can't drive them out, we'll breed them out. Isn't that interesting? Chris Burgess says, as a wise doctor of chaos and destruction has pointed out previously, this is all deliberate, done to divide society and be easily manipulated and controlled. Prima nocte. Yes, channel Starface. Prima nocte. We can't drive them out, we'll breed them out. Dean, kids still need teachers to present educational materials to them step by step and guide them in specific ways. They can learn things in a curated way. It will be up to the kids after becoming, I guess, finish there, Walter. Please don't make me have kids. Thanks. Not a good idea. That's why they have us all sniping at each other. Yes, adults want to keep. Okay, after becoming adults, what to keep. There are things that they shouldn't be teaching them in the first place. There's things that have absolutely no place in a kid's mind. And one of them is talking about sexual stuff and seeing freaking stripteases in schools, period. They don't need to know any of that, especially not that young. Snowdub's got one hell spawn. He's good. Imagine 2. God help me. Imagine 3. Imagine 4. No. Mm-mm. Nope. But it's okay for this over here to have, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids. It's not okay for you. It's not okay for you. They do not want you propagating. They do not want you multiplying. But this over here, that's okay. More the merrier. Did you guys see the story about the couple? What was it in Washington? Hold on, give me just a second. Okay, so this broke in January. Georgia couple accused of abusing their adopted children and using them to produce homemade videos. Prosecutors allege, according to a new report, Zachary Zulock and William Zulock were arrested on July 27th in Oxford, Georgia. That's in 2022. After police raided their home and found video evidence that they were engaging in abusive acts with their adopted boys. The couple is now facing a grand jury indictment under charges of felony exploitation of kiddos, aggravated with kiddos, felony prostitution of kiddos, aggravated yada, 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 amounting to a possible 9 life sentences. 9 life sentences. Both men have pleaded not guilty. Their attorney did not immediately respond to Fox News for comment. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this just because. There they are. Arrested on July 27, Oxford, Georgia. Police raided their home and found video evidence. Yep. Video evidence. I'm not going to keep that up there because it has no words on it. And YouTube will be like, oh my God. 9 life sentences. Put them in Gen Pop. Yeah, 2 men allowed to adopt boys. According to the indictment, the boys, both in 3rd and 4th grade, were abused by the couple who, can't say that. In addition to performing, the indictment also alleges that the couple forced the boys, and in one case, the older sibling was injured due to what they were doing to them. Documents state the Zuluks abused the children dates back to potentially 2019. So if they're in 3rd and 4th grade now, that means they were in 1st and 2nd grade. They were in 1st and 2nd grade. Press release posted to Facebook when the couple was first arrested. Police said that they were tipped off after a Georgia Bureau investigation detective received information about someone who may have been downloading abusive material. After an investigation and interview with the suspect, police found that there was a secondary suspect who was producing homemade video material with at least one adopted child who lived in the home. And you know what is crazy about this? This was the quintessential, this was the big, happy, these were the poster guys. These were the poster guys for letting this happen. These were the poster guys. They praised these guys for being such a wonderful couple. This is the one everybody mentioned. This is the couple that everybody mentioned. This is the couple that was so great. Oh my God, they're so normal and they're so nice and they're wonderful. These are the guys that got invited to all the parties to show off. Look at this couple. They're my friends. I'm so proud that I have these gay guys that are married as my friends. This was the quintessential gay couple. Riddle me this, YouTube. How is it that I put a video up early, get no views, and big channels put up the exact same video title and thumbnail and get 100K views? Because you're being throttled. We all are. We're all being throttled. Even the big channels are being throttled. So you just can't see it because they get so much so quick. So next time Drunk puts up a video, go to it after it's been up for like a minute or two. Like as soon as that notification hits, push on that button and look. What you're going to see is, I guarantee you'll see like 7 or 8 thumbs up and only 2 watches. And you're like, why the hell do they do that? Because it's being throttled and they're going through they're going through your analytics and they're looking at, they're trying to figure out if there's anyone on there that's not real. And they shouldn't be doing that. For a channel that averages 100, 200, 300 views, they shouldn't be doing that at all. They've got the algorithm looking into everyone's YouTube account. Everyone right now, since Mama Susan left, everyone's been getting audited. Everyone has been getting audited. Chris Burgess says, Loki, they've been replaced. There's a throuple that just adopted a 1-year-old. And yes, I said throuple. It's 3 men living together. Channel Starface. Shit. My new channel is definitely throttled. The algo doesn't like me, I'm sure. Mainstream left won't do that. The ones who want the youth attracted are outsiders trying to smear the ML and get their own way. It happens everywhere with every group. It's not just the left. It's not just the right. It's not just the middle. It's not just the LGBTQ. It happens everywhere. Don't ever think, oh, well, I'm over here, so I don't have to worry about that. I can trust anybody because they're it happens everywhere. And again, we aren't being judged by a community of our peers anymore. We're being judged by corporate overlords. How many people, when you lived in a community and everyone knows your name, where everyone knows your name, how likely are you to go out of your way to do something you know you know the community would be against. How often do you see that? How often do you see that? Not very often. Why? Why? Because it used to be people looking out for other people. People looking out for their fellow neighbor. Now no one fucking cares. It's never going to get back to that way. But the least we can do is find people that think along the same lines, that feel the way we do, and stick together. Stand together in a shield wall. Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And saying, no, not here. You're not going to pull that shit here. I don't care if you've got a tallywhacker. I don't care if you've got split jeans. I don't care about any of that. But you're not going after children. You're not going to abuse children. And you're not going to pull any of that wonky shit. You want to be, if you want to be a woman, go off and be a woman, call yourself a woman, have a dangler. I don't care. But you're not going to fucking shove that shit in kid space, and you're sure as shit not going to abuse our kids. Period. And it doesn't make you a fucking snowflake. You can go off and be you. I don't give a shit. I want to be my genuine me, Loki, and I can't be because blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can't. Go be your genuine you. Just don't make us fucking, don't act like we have to fucking kneel and treat you special because you're wearing a dress or you're wearing fucking lumberjack jeans and a lumberjack shirt. I don't give a fuck what your sexual orientation is. I don't give a shit what you want to wear. I don't care how you want to be, but you're not messing with kids. Period. Let them find their way. They don't need your help to find their way. They don't. Period. If they want to be different, they can fucking be different. But you goddamn better let them find it their own way instead of encouraging this shit. Because it's their choice, not yours. And when they become adults, they can do whatever the fuck they want to. But until then, we take care of our children, we look after our children, we protect our children. On that note, I'm getting the hell out of here. We'll be back with Dr. Dega Outlaw later tonight on 7 Kinds of Mischief. Thank you, Channel Starbase, for becoming a Loki's frost giant. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Valhalla, and welcome to the Viking Horde. Skål! Chris Persia has gifted 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Moon of Madness was gifted a membership. Gap After Dark was gifted a membership. Stephen Ransom was gifted a membership. Brandon Looney Tunes 2000 was given a membership. And Darius Munchausen was gifted a membership. Thank you so very much, Chris Persia, for those 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. You guys keep the fires burning. Welcome to the Spartan Army. Skål!
Spartans! What is your profession?
Guys, be safe, be excellent to each other. Always speak friend and we'll see you later tonight on 7 Kinds of Mischief with the Dega Outlaw. Take care, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.